Kano kayitibwa akawuwo akasajja kekasere akawuwo akakyala kano ke kasooka ku mmere bwe kati. Content Creators Association of Uganda, led by Liam, the president, and of course the madman who has always been in my inbox for putting up this. For us, we really don't take it for granted. It's an opportunity for us because the Ewaffe brand is going to be out there, but then also the cultural products of Uganda is going to be out there and to be known by many.
Amazing.
Yes, so thank you so much.
Go.
Right now we are going to the well.
To the well.
To the well to fetch the water. That well is called Nalongo. And when you go to the Nalongo, not to go to the afternoon, you must go to the morning or evening.
Why not afternoon?
Afternoon, there is some things you find there, or you can find the snakes, the leopards, something like that.
So allegedly they say that this well belongs to a certain entity which manifests through a snake, through different animals, and that entity is called Nalongo. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So who gave that well to Nalongo?
That name will come from the long ago we called Nalongo.
Nalongo. Yes. All right. Thank you so much. Let's go and meet Nalongo.
Okay.
You don't have They're supporting They're holding Gladys.
Teamwork. It is teamwork. Your team has to help you to win. You understand? It's the same thing in our organizations or in our businesses. Once you have a dead team, that means you're not going to. When you look at the very people who maybe had more support, you understand, compared to the other. It's the same thing in business. If you have less support, you're bound not to do so well. Then also sometimes you can have so many people as your supporters, but then they are just noise makers. They'll make noise and disorganize you. It's the same thing. So competition. Competition. If you do not compete properly, you're all bound to fail. Now we no longer you understand. So if you do not coordinate so well, you're also bound not to have the output. So thank you so much. Let's go for the second. We missed Hello everyone. My name is Aisha Nawanka and I'm the CEO and the founder of Ewaffe Cultural Village. This incredible center located here in Mukono, Nagalama, which is just about 1.5 hours or even 1 hour from Kampala, the heart of Uganda. Ewaffe started, we just made our first anniversary. We started hosting visitors on the 1st of July 2023, but we are growing at an immense speed. Most of you have been asking why Ewaffe, why is it named Ewaffe, why of all the concepts. Personally, when I finished school, I didn't do tourism, but my very first opportunity was in tourism. I happened to work with Uganda Tourism Association as a project officer, and then as I raised a bit of the ranks. I became the administrator of the association. So given that the association was at the helm of the sector, I was working with quite a number of value chain providers, the hoteliers, the tour guides, of course the ministries, the UTBs, the UAs. So it gave me an opportunity of appreciating the sector, you understand. Then I also learned the dynamics of the tourists who come to Uganda. Pre-COVID 2019, we had about 1.9 visitors who visited Uganda. But when you look at when they reach the airport, where do they go? Most of these people, we were serving them more of the wildlife. It was safari after safari, from Action Falls to Kidepo, to tracking gorillas, to, so we were not selling our culture, yet it is very beautiful. Uganda, as you see it as a country, we have over 54 different cultures, tribes, but all these are unique in their food, in the dress code, in the language, in the way of life. Yeah, so that's why I was triggered to start up a small venture like this. Yeah, starting from where the possible resources I have to make something where visitors can come and experience a little bit of what our cultures have. Most of you ask, why don't we have a Shawe? Why don't we have the Choli culture? Why don't we have, sometimes it's good to concentrate on one particular tribe than mixing so much and then you don't bring out the entire thing. So as Ewaffe here, we are concentrating on the Buganda culture because this is where we are situated, you understand. But then we give advice to other people in the different regions to also start something, in their localities, to do the Imbalu. I know some of you have just come from Bale, but then to do something in their regions because it rhymes so much with the region where you come from, because that makes the way of life of the people in that particular region. So as Ewaffe, we are concentrating on the Buganda culture and growing it, and in future we are looking at having a museum, a living museum where you can have variety of artifacts. Next time you visit us here, probably we shall be having accommodation facilities, and many other things, but rotating around the Buganda culture. Ewaffe is a community initiative. Some of you have seen the people we work with here. All these are people from the community. They come here who at somehow you people tip us, you give us this income. But then also Ewaffe gives an opportunity as a marketplace, because you're going to see our marketplace right there. We do sell some crafts, but all these crafts are made by the local community, the mats, the basketry, and all that. So we have over 25 people we do work with when we receive visitors, and these directly benefit from the products directly. But then there are also indirect beneficiaries, the people who supply us the chicken. You've not seen them here, but we provided a market for their chicken. Look at the fruits, the fruit supply. Look at the the different things we are using. So you find that indirectly these people are benefiting from this initiative, if at all we are getting visitors day in, day out. For people who've traveled beyond the country, most of the countries are selling their cultures more. Why? Because it's our culture that makes us unique as a destination. There is no way you're going to go and they teach you Luombo apart from in Uganda. You understand? the wildlife we have, the same lion you'll see in Serengeti, the same lion you're going to see in Masai Mara, but you're not going to find the way that Senga was telling you about hiding in Kokonkulu anywhere. So it is our cultures that make us unique. And COVID has really taught us so much that people who are traveling today, the millennials, are looking at immersive experiences. They are looking at learning a new skill of cooking. We've hosted one of the famous families in the US. Okay, I don't know whether they are famous, but they are big on social media. You people must be knowing them, the Mazel family. Yes. They visited here, but everything was new to them because one of their child got sick and we gave them medication, our local herbs, and the kid got cured very fast. So what we are selling here is, it may seem normal for people who've grown in it, because fetching water, I know some of you have fetched water in your villages, but it's something new to a visitor who comes into our country because it becomes a new experience, and then they go when they've learned something, and then when they've connected with the community. So I'll appreciate some questions if you have, then we shall proceed. Any questions?
Some of the activities anyone that comes here should be expected.
Okay. All right. To our visitors intending to visit Ewaffe, we do have variety of activities. We do have a farm tour where we showcase various indigenous medicinal plants, their values, and how they help you in the day-to-day life. We also showcase the traditional cooking, where we engage, and also it's more of an immersion. We encourage visitors to participate in the traditional cooking, where we showcase the luombo making, and then the significance, why do we do what we do in the cooking. And then we do have the craft making, where we showcase the basket making. We also do mat making, but then also the stories around the significance of a basket. For example, I think you've learned about the DNA testing, how we locally were using a basket. So it's something which we bring out. We do have a dressing code where the women dress in our gomeses and then the men dress in the kanzus, to bring out the picture of the dress code. Then we also have an incredible journey to the well, where people walk for about 400 meters to go to the well and collect water in the clay pot, where there are also so many learnings along the journey. That the well used to be a courtship area, it used to be a fighting place, there used to be disputes. I think we learned them when we were at the well. We do have cultural dances at Ewaffe. We have amazing games, traditional games. Tulina omweso, tulina emizanyo gyaffe egy'enjawulo, egizimba, team building. So yes, all those things are available here at Ewaffe. So expect much. And then also the food. I think the food is also amazing at Ewaffe, which is very traditional and authentic. And as you see, Ewaffe, it's a village, and it's also it's a community-based, I could say community-based kind of initiative. Ewaffe employs 25 staff, 5 of which are permanent, and then 20 are part-time. And all these staff are coming from the community around, because some of this traditional knowledge, it comes from the elders, the information from the Senga, and even some of the information you're going to hear right about now. I think it's good to hear it from an elder than probably me. You'll definitely say, now this one, how many years has she cooked? You understand? So all these are got from the community. All these the staff here are community members. So 1, it's employment. 2, it's a market for their products, the crafts you're seeing, but then also the supplies we use at Ewaffe, the foods, the indagalas, the pombos we have at the place. You saw the dancers, those girls are at school, so they also come here and they earn an income every time we receive visitors. Of course, now Ewaffe has become, I could say, a brand for the village. You saw our road was very bad, but since now we are putting pressure to these local leadership, so they're also saying, hey, I think now we need to also work on the road. So it's also giving a good brand image to the community. Yeah.
eyambye okubuusinga ekonomi y'eggwanga.
Absolutely, naye ng'etandikidde ku grassroot. Etandikira ddala ku kyalo kubanga muntu wa ku kyalo yagenda okuwa enkoko, yagenda oleeta fruits, yagenda oleeta empombo, ate mwana yate yakola n'obwakkojja n'essenga okitegeera. So ogenda osanga nga value chain nnene.
Nnyabo webale nnyo okubeera mukyala mutetenkanya na kubeera muyiiya. Eggwanga lyetaaga abantu nga mmwe.
Amina. Naye tugezaako n'okusomesa abalala. Kwanze passion yange oba like byensinga okwagala biri mu culture. I appreciate Ugandan culture. Ate ngezaako nti ewaffe esobola back a study okuyambako ate regions endala. Kubanga Uganda tulina tribes over 50 plus. You know? Naye
zonna obuwangwa bwaffe bwawukana.
Wanjawulo. Language is different, the dress code is different. So once harnessed so well, we can, you know, assist our communities.
Kati ekifo kino bantu ki abakyettanira ennyo? Abantu abava ebweru oba abawana ewaffe waka?
Twakola market segment yaffe ng'erimu ebintu nga bya mirundi 3. Omugenyi azza omugwira kimusanyusa mu ngeri ne domestic tourist. Nayogeddeko dda wali nti domestic tourist ebintu nga 3 ebisinga omunyumira mu ewaffe. Emmere yaffe, kojja senga session, n'enfumba. Abantu bagala nnyo traditional cooking. Naye ate omuzungu wabazze wano ye buli kimu ne mu kutambula wano mu kyalo kiba kikola kye
kimunyumira.
Just n'okulaba omuntu nga ayambadde buli bulugabire bwaffe. For them it is new. You understand? Just n'okulaba olubugo bane emiti. For them the entire package it excites them because kiba kipya mu maaso gaabwe. Then tuyina student omwana abasoma. Tuyina package yaabwe ekyukamuko definitely kuyabakulu naye tubasomesa nnyo upbringing batulane basengani babayigiriza empisa babayigiriza eddagala ennimiro z'abantu ebintu bwe bityo.
Ewaffe village abaddewo okumala bbanga ki?
Ewaffe tetuli bakulu nnyo twaka celebrating first anniversary yaffe mu 1st July.
Nga mukyali bato.
Tukyali bato guno omwaka gwaffe gwa 2 naye tukula ate nga ne impact. Mu kaseera ako ebadde etambula eti abantu bajja. Absolutely, ewaffe ekula what I can say is buli lunaku ewaffe eyina milestone gye covering because tukyazizako kabaka w'eggana yajja natukyalirako wano. Twalina very celebrity family gye bayita the Mazel family ababeera mu California bajja ne batukyalira. Tukyaziza abantu b'enjawulo.
Kati abo Mazel family waffe bagitegeera batya?
Ba Mazel family munnange nange simanyi.
Wali oli awo?
Nali ndi awo nga kabukingi kajja. Naye abaana batulanze ku mukutu I think you know ewaffe is out there.
Kakati bigambo ki ebisembayo byolina? Kakati bubaka ki bwolina eri abantu abatulaba obusembayo?
Abantu abatulaba nga tunaba kujjako ku ewaffe banayitanga tukyalireko. There's a lot to learn, there's a lot to immerse into. Enfumba yaffe, fishing experience, community interaction. So jangu tukyalireko ku ewaffe. Then n'okugigamba omuntu omulala atagimanyi nakyo kiri very key kubanga tuli just 1 hour okuva mu town via Kayunga via Gayaza Road or via Mukono side.
Kwegamba gamba munno agambe munne naye agambe munne
naye
agambe munne kwegamba.
It is a traditional feel of Uganda. So you put for them
Kano kayitibwa akawuwo akasajja ke kasemba. Akawuwo akakyala kano ke kasooka ku mmere bwe kati.
Mwagala ebyonoonese.
Obuwo buno
baada bano. Kati ogenda kumpulira mu Senga session bannaye.
on top.
Nero mukyusamukko. Hey. Hey.
Angambe muyiriza muba temulinnyeko ku lusozi ayina okuteeka kuno tinakola network ojja ali wali afiira mu nkukutu agamba seyakabatemba kakasemba abaana banugawulira anedda sebo okola bintu ebyo